All right. Well, in order for me to do that, I'm going to have to go into my phone settings, and I don't think anybody wants me to wait to do that today. So at least we're going to, we got her going on now. So this is how it'll be. I'll get it figured out later. Looks like I might have to get the whip out for my phone a little bit. But as you guys can see, we do have a literal boatload of boxes here. I've been neglecting them for a little while. I've just been sitting them around and waiting for them to collect. I have some stuff from Mr. Robert Fish. I see he's joined us today. I have some stuff from Mr. Mark Buck. I have some Auto World exclusives. I have some Viper parts. And I have some pretty killer looking dragsters. I want to thank you guys all for joining me today. Robert, Dave, Steve, thanks guys. Anybody else I haven't seen quite yet? Clint, thanks for joining me, brother. Yeah, big bucks. Wait till you see some of these cars. Absolutely fantastic. All right. So I'm going to start off with what I picked up today at the hobby shop. Okay, so I was at my local hobby shop today. Hey Dennis, how you doing, brother? Thanks for joining me today. All right, so I was at my local hobby shop, Privateer, nice of you to join, thank you. So being at my local hobby shop today, that's Eliminator RC. I've already reviewed these cars, but I really enjoyed actually how this car in particular looks. The Mopar, this is the Robert Hagen car, I believe. Absolutely. He's featured in my current video right now with Mr. John Force. And I also picked up Robert Height. He's driving the AAA funny car. So that's what I picked up today at the hobby shop. These obviously weren't deliveries. These are just something that I picked up. Okay, we'll move right along to this this box right here. This box right here is from Viper. They send their stuff in these boxes. Absolutely fantastic. Only the space you need. Inside the box, the first thing I see, these are my S1 drag tires for the funny car and actually probably just top fuel. No, and funny car. All right. So here we have these are the Pro 7 polymer motor magnets for my hop up series. Another set of Pro 7s. Here we got Pro 9s. 2 sets of each, like I was saying. And another set of S1 4-gear drag tires. These ones are black and not white. So that's my, as of late, Viper haul. That'll get the Hop Up series going. And we'll see where these 4 gears take us. So that covers the Viper stuff. Miscellaneous box. Oh, I've just found our Mark Buck box. So this is a box Mark had sent me. It's got various stuff in it. I haven't really looked at it yet. I just made sure that everything was at least intact and I guess not on fire or burnt down. The note reads, had a slot car show in Ontario, found you some stuff. The truck is a custom. Keep the faith, brother. SVR rules. Your friend, Mark. Thanks, Mark. Let's see what he's got here. Oh, nice. It's a custom truck in bed. Kind of in the Astro style.
Can you bring the truck closer?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Closer up. Go to the lens. Rotate it. Should just take it out.
Yeah, it is cool, Steve. It looks just like the Ford. I seen the garbage truck with this front on it the other day. But this one's a hauler. It's got a flatbed. So we have that. What else we got here? Oh, it looks like we have. This could be it looks like a AFX dragster. Just the front of it, possibly. I'm not too big into these yet, but every collection has to start somewhere. Oh boy. Oh, look at this. Right on. Oh yeah. Oh, I've seen these. It's got the stand for the wheels. Oh, nice. Oh, that is cool. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. I think this is the same thing. What else we got here? Oh, wow. Oh, all right. Look at that. 4-gear chassis. Yeah, I can. Hang tight 1 sec. Jesus, nobody should ever have to see me this close. Except my wife, of course. Yeah, good call, Steve. Sorry, I'm used to having it in show mode, and this is obviously not going to do. This is much better. Let me straighten it up. Whoa! Holy cow. Going sailing here. Okay, here we go. All right. Perfect. Okay, so let me show you the dragster once again now that I can actually see it. Looks good. Here's the bottom. Okay. And it's just an auto oil chassis. And wow, Mark. Fantastic, absolutely fantastic, brother. Thank you very much. Oh my gosh. Wow. All right, aside from the peanut parade. Oh boy.
Not boiled peanuts.
We got a hum of a dinger here. Damn.
Hum of a dinger.
Woo-hoo-hoo! Whoa. Well, holy crap. I mean, whew. Damn. Thank you very much, Mark. I 100% appreciate this. This is absolutely fantastic. I'm gonna have to look back and see what release this car came out of, but my guess is it's somewhere before the 20s. Anybody know by chance? Yeah, great detail. Hey, Clint, these cars, how they've painted the block and stuff, I like that. They also did that on the Clay Milliken Parts Plus car, but for some reason they didn't do it on the Mopar car and Top Fuel, and they didn't do it on the Mac car either. Okay, just double checking. So before I move forward, of course, I'd like to say thank you to Mark Buck. If you're here, Mark, thank you very much. If you're not, I will be getting a hold of you very soon. Wow, unbelievable. That's right, thumbs up, my friends. There we are. Thank you very much, Mr. Buck. I do appreciate it. All right, where are we now? Okay, let's have a look at this one. Not really sure what this one is, but can have a look. All right. Well, we got a whole bunch of this stuff. Could always use this stuff. Oh, I got a little card here. Oh, it's the original cardboard. It doesn't look like it was ever around the car. Just put that back in the envelope for now. All right. Okay, so this is the Service Central Valvoline car. This is part of release 6. This is from release 6. It's NOS. It hasn't been opened up, and as you can see, the cardboard was never put around it. So that'll be part of my collection for sure. And yeah. All right. Okay. So for all of us collectors, every once in a while, we're lucky enough to come across some cars that we really like, and we feel lucky to have been able to have the opportunity to purchase them. I would have to say that this box here, for me, contains that. So what we have here is the complete Auto World catalog for 2023. Awesome. Y'all know me now. Auto World and the dragsters, these are all labeled tires. They all say Goodyear on them. And more 4-gear rear tires that say Goodyear on them. I love the realism. I find it really sad that the companies don't include these. Now that being said, on most of the Top Gear and funny cars I've seen lately, they all do have marked rubber. So, here we go. So I was lucky to get in on the Dino Don Nicholson PS tribute car. Yeah, Pro Stock, absolutely. Look at lettered tires. I'm talking about them right now, and there they are, lettered tires. Yeah, I picked up that one. And I also picked up this one. It's the Bill Grumpy Jenkins Pro stock tribute car. Yeah, this is what I mean. Like, I'm pretty sure these just aren't available at your normal store. So one day when I was just looking through Auto World, there they were. Right off the hop, I was like, yes, please. So yeah, pretty proud of myself for that one. Don't know if I'll be racing these, but they'll definitely be hanging around. All right. So I thought that was a pretty cool purchase. Next one, what we got here? Where did this come from? This came from a private seller, so probably eBay. Hey, Curtis. Yeah, a little neglect though on opening them. This is kind of like a couple months worth. All right, let's see what we got. Now, this one should be a slot car of sorts. Oh yes, okay. Of course it's going to be a slot car. This is not a cooking show. Oh, here's my spatula. All right. So, I'm not huge on the I-wheel line. But I actually won the auction for this car on eBay. And, well, here it is. This is the J.R. Todd NHRA DHL car. Now, the reason why I don't like the I-wheels in the Dragster series is because when you get the I-wheels, it almost strips all the color off the car. And you don't get that fantastic livery that comes with all the Top Fuel and funny cars. It's really what brings me to Auto World. Otherwise, I'm like Stockpile Hobbies, Steve and Enzo. We could say goodbye to Auto World. They're not really putting out a great product, and they're certainly not pushing to fix the products they have out. The 4-lane track is absolutely fantastic. It's a great idea by Auto World, but I think when cars look this good, this is sort of the direction you need to keep yourself moving in. Hey Adam, thanks for joining us, bro. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, it's all about the body, Steve. Like I said, if it wasn't for the 4-gear chassis, I'd literally just buy the shell and stuff a whole bunch of DR1s under them. I've already talked to his name's escaping me now, the owner of Viper, and he seems to think that's probably the way to go as well. But I mean, I'm gonna have a pile of 4-gear chassis that need to be run. So, and I also found that the I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but the Auto World drag strip is only 16 volts. So when you're thinking about slow 4-gear cars and you're running them on the Auto World track, that's possible. That's a probable problem right there. So. Yeah, the V specs. Oh man, they're nice. I still got to do those shows too as well. The Viper, my Viper purchases. I still got to run those cars. Get around to it. Okay. Woo. All right. So I bought a car from Scott. It was what I thought was one of the coolest cars out there. It was already out of the package, but still super awesome. It will be part of one of the cars that gets hopped up. My guess it'll probably get the Pro 10 magnets. But
Woohoo!
But when something like this becomes available, you just got to get on it and all over it. This is the John Force mirror car. This is a rare car. Well, it says right on it. What does it say? Rare 2012 Auto World HO slot car, 4-gear Castrol John Force GTX NHRA Mustang, new inbox, and super duper shiny. Well, let me take it out of the baggie they put it in, I guess. Oh, woo! Damn. Oh, this car is fantastic. I love the livery on this car. It is so good. The mirror finish, fantastic. Like I said, when I bought the car from Scott that was loose, I knew right away that I was going to be looking for this car in a box. And here we are. As you can see, brand new, super shiny. Awesome. And whew, brick styrofoam by the pound. $1,000 a pound. Okay. Now, so I got this a couple weeks back. I got this this box in the mail. Chris was at the slot car show as well. Oh yeah, Adam. I actually I pump his channel every show almost. Yeah, he definitely gets shoutouts every show. He's got a great track there. I like his little setup, sort of up in his. I guess you want to call it the slot car room. He calls it. Absolutely awesome. Oh, him and his wife kick ass, man. He's a really nice guy. So I got this box in the mail, and it would be from our good friend Mr. Fish here, Mr. Robert Fish. Thank you very much, my friend. I've already opened the box just to make sure that everything was, I guess, I don't know, not a salami sandwich. And
Not from Protein.
is that Dr. Pepper?
Yes.
Yes. What am I looking at?
What you're drinking.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely Dr. Pepper, for sure. Okay. So obviously, Robert was paying attention when I was reviewing the drag strip, because the drag strip comes with just the generic version of these two cars here. So Robert was kind enough to send me, I guess it's the car that's not featured. It's the Ram Charger. Thank you very much, Robert. I do appreciate it. That was absolutely fantastic and 100% not needed, but I do appreciate it. Thank you, my friend. Very nice. All right. Now, in the midst of everything, that aside, we're already talking about a few different slot cars that Robert had available, and a few things that he needed. Basically, it turned out that I ended up giving him everything that we were going to trade for. So lucky enough, he actually won everything I was going to trade for. But as fantastic as Robert Fish is, well, I now have the cars that we were talking about trading. Absolutely fantastic. But that being said, this is kind of what the slot car community to me is all about. I don't really see greed amazingly enough, I don't see greed in this hobby. I really do not see greedy people who just want to get ahead. I don't. This is all a bunch of people who want to enjoy their hobby
And share it.
and share it. That's why I give away all the stuff I give away and expect absolutely nothing in return, because I want people to share the same excitement that I have. So this was one of the cars that Robert sent me. I could be wrong, but I believe this is a skid steer chassis. If I'm wrong, please let me know. Hey, bro. Everybody, James and Roxy is my brother in real life. Anybody know skid steer? Looks like the wheels move. He also sent me this one. Oh man. Ultra 5. Thank you, Robert. Thank you, Robert. I don't know why it wasn't coming to me. These chassis look. Are these chassis new, Robert? They look brand new. Holy cow. Can you run these on a normal Tyco track or no? Probably not, eh? Make sure I got everything. Da, 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 da. Jeez, what else could I possibly have? I got the refrigerator back here, but no stove. Yeah, it was it's just stuff I've been collecting for a little while. A few things I'll be opening. A few things will be as Ted puts it, shelf queens. But there'll be definitely a few of them. Yep. Yeah, these cars are absolutely fantastic. When I finally get my new shelves in, these will definitely. There's going to be some sort of really fantastic looking display. As we're speaking now, I'm currently working on the drag strip. We need to get that up and running because as fantastic as these cars look, well, they're made to move. So we need to get them moving. In true SVR style, we are going to get this in motion as soon as possible. Yeah, yeah. If you guys are looking for these, get a hold of me, or if you know, get a hold of Robert Fish if you're interested in this style of vehicle. Uh, I guess I'll just pass it along, Robert. If anyone's interested, I'll pass their info along to you. Or do you have an email you want to put out there right now? Or oh, they call me the mayor. Are you kidding? I had that clown figured out in like one day. Um, people are gonna do what they're gonna do. I was just really cheesed that I'd go through such hard work and someone would want to ruin it. But it's all good. We've got it figured out, and we move forward. And hey, uh, they can do whatever they want to do. I got a lot of great fans like yourself and all these fine people watching me right now. I'm not really worried about it. I never really was worried about it, but I just don't. I'm not out there as a public figure to be picked at. I just want to put out some good content. When I first started doing HO slot cars, I had two choices. I bought myself video pad, spent $100 on it, and I said to myself, I'm going to make one or two different styles of videos. One of them's going to lead me to actually having money in my pocket, and the other's going to lead me down a path where I'm going to meet lots of fantastic and interesting people. Um, the first path would have monetized me probably in the first week. That was going to be doing space videos. I was going to make space videos, and this was right at the very, very first. If you guys remember back to Elon Musk and the Falcon 1, well, that's where my videos were going to start. So I chose to do the slot cars because I really enjoyed slot cars when I was younger, and I've been doing hobbies now for quite a while. And I brought a few pictures along today just to show you guys. 1 year old, playing with my very first HO train set. That's me with the blonde hair in the sport coat. That handsome gentleman, that is my papa, my mom's dad. Hey, look at that. John Travolta got nothing on these tails, baby. Oh, yeah. There you go. And then he actually took down this set probably 3 years after this picture was taken, and he bought us an AFX race set. So at 6, I got my first AFX race set, and at 7, I realized how important it was to be safe around electricity. Anybody ever unplug an AFX transformer, reach around and grab the prongs at the same time? Woohoo! Yeah, let's just say I'm not an electrician in my daily life. Not even close, man. Yeah. So that's a little bit about me. I just want to let you guys know that I'm not an absolute idiot, just partially. But I also want you guys to know that I do have a little bit of roots in hobby. I just haven't appeared out of nowhere. Where'd this guy come from? Well, it's true. I did just kind of appear out of nowhere last year, but I find hobbies is a stability thing. When life's when life's when you're heading, I guess when your direction in life is more stable, it allows you a little more time to do the things that you would like to do, and I absolutely loved HO racing with my brother when we were younger. We'd spend hours. We had the stunt set. We had the semis. We'd taken the semis apart and we were making smash up cars with them. And we did all the things that young kids did when you don't think about collecting. So, yeah, absolutely fantastic. Yeah. Trains. I was heavily into trains for a while. That set you seen, I had it in a box and I carried it around with me for 20 years. And then, well, circumstances and stuff, and I actually had end up losing all my collection. And, well, living becomes more important at some points in time. So I'm lucky enough to have a beautiful wife, two awesome dogs, and a great home to live in. So I'm here to share my experience with slot cars with all of you guys. I'm certainly not the richest dude on earth, but I do like to share, and well, I hope you guys enjoy. I guess basically the fruits of HO. Really, I mean, it seems to me like this fantastic hobby of ours has sort of been slowing down lately, or at least up until the last little while. Um, those of us who are making videos, absolutely fantastic. I suggest everybody goes gung ho for a little while. Even if you're not sure you're up for making videos, if you think you can, throw them out there. Everybody wants to see what everybody else has. I mean, really, that's why you guys are here today. I would be doing the same thing with Scotty. You guys would be doing the same thing with Scott. You're doing it with me right now. We're all interested in what everybody else has because we all want to share. I want to share. I want to share my hobby with you guys and make sure that this great hobby continues. Looking forward, we have 4 AFX cars coming. The C8 Accelerator, yellow it's called. There'll be a C8 red. I'm not sure what they're calling that, but it will be red. There will be a GT Heritage number 4 coming out, and a GT Heritage number 14. One will be red and one will be gold. And then of course there's the horsepower set and the other set. I also seen a little spoiler by AFX on Instagram, and it does appear that there will be a GT40 Mark IV in a dark livery with the number 4 on it. That's all I know. If you, yeah, 3 more weeks is what I'm told, Adam. Everything's so far behind right now, which I find is strange because I would have thought that they would have arrived with the horsepower set in the shipping container from China. Although we already know Scott has it. I believe we watched Scott review the horsepower set. I could be wrong. Did we not? If I'm wrong, I could be wrong, but I do think Scott already has it. Yeah, I was watching that kid. Was he from Windsor? Oh my gosh. He's like another little Adam L, eh? Yeah, that guy was tearing it up. I was watching his parents there. His mom's running around getting stuff ready for him. His dad was in the back filming. Awesome. See, that's what we need. We need more of that kind of stuff. And we are also talking today about the entry fee to these kinds of events. Well, I don't care how old you are. You could be a teenager. If you can't grow a beard, then you shouldn't be paying entrance fee to a slot car show. And let me tell you why. Because the next generation needs to feel comfortable going to these things. Right now, when you look at the video live, it's all guys, all 60 to 65 and 70, with this splattering of here and there people. So what we need to do is get the younger generation in there, and well, it all starts. Everyone's got to get older. So the younger you can introduce this kind of thing to the younger generation, the better chances we have of growing the community. Oh yes. Also, for those of you guys who are here, Discord. Anybody? Anybody interested in that kind of thing? I thought some people were interested in it. Yeah, Discord or whatever other type of chatting platform. Just Discord's the one I used to play World of Warships with my clan, but I don't know what's available per se. Discord is the only thing I know. Discord is a place where we would all meet, Adam, and instead of me talking to you guys or talking at you guys, we all talk together. We all have headsets, and basically we all meet in a chat room, and uh, we talk slot cars. Yeah, absolutely, Steve. That's right.
It's a different platform.
It's a different kind of platform. Yeah, where is she? Oh yeah, for sure, Robert. Um, when you guys watch your videos, what day and times are work best for you guys? Like I understand if you're retired, it's probably more of a what time during the day as opposed to which day. And those of us who are working still are probably more like it's more of a which day as opposed to which time. I'm not really sure what would be the best time. I've just been doing it at 8 o'clock Central. Um, yeah, every day. I'd sure like to do every day. I don't want to really waste anybody's time with just endless babbling, though. I mean, I could do that in the mirror myself while I brush my teeth, if I brush my teeth. Five, yeah. Yeah, see, I don't have much right now. It's sort of all over the place. I'm in Manitoba, Canada, Mayor. So I guess that's pretty much that's Mexico time too, maybe? No, straight down. Yeah, I know, Steve. I'm just trying to figure out a time that would be best, sort of for the crowd kind of thing. For myself, I work for the weekends, so if there's like something cool going on Friday night, then yeah, that's probably the best time for me. But for somebody who every day is a Friday, then which day is the cool night? Kind of that's what I'm getting at, I guess. So, anyways, I want to thank you all for joining me today. Um, in the coming what's going to be happening with SVR in the coming weeks? Well, first off, I will be sending the race shirts to Robert. You'll be getting one as well. I'll be sending the SVR race shirts for race night to Pro Tinker right away. So you'll be seeing Adam, my driver. He'll be wearing one of my shirts. Yeah, okay. All right. So it's kind of like a after supper kind of thing because I don't want to drop it at being that I'm Central Time. 8 o'clock means that BC will get it at 6 and Robert will get it at 9. So nobody's really out of their way, which is probably perfect. You know, the more people that I can convenience with the time, the better. Um, so yeah. Uh, yeah. Okay. Well, here's the part where I start endless babbling, and I don't want to keep anybody any longer than they actually want to be here. Um, I thank you all once again. Uh, I promise I will make a better a better attempt at getting this funky phone thing figured out. Um, but before we leave here, I definitely want to say thank you to everybody. I definitely appreciate everybody who's sort of been standing with me for the last year. Um, that being said, this will make video number 99, and that of course leads me to my 100th video. And for those of you who are still with me right now, um, I will be giving away an OS3 TFX car. And of course, in usual SVR style, I will be giving away a couple other things. Um, but for now, I want to thank you all for joining me. And don't forget, get your heart racing.